A famous rapper took the stand today in one of the biggest criminal trials of the year. Kid Cudi testified against Sean Diddy Combs in a Manhattan courtroom, telling a jury about scary events that happened over 10 years ago. Here's what you need to know about this major trial. Diddy is facing very serious charges, including sex trafficking, racketeering, and forcing people into prostitution. If found guilty, he could spend the rest of his life in prison. The trouble started when Kid Cudi began dating Cassie Ventura in 2011. Cassie was Diddy's ex-girlfriend, and according to testimony, this made Diddy very angry. Kid Cudi, whose real name is Scott Mescudi, said Cassie told him she and Diddy had broken up. But Diddy wasn't done with Cassie, and he didn't like her new boyfriend. In December 2011, something terrifying happened in Kid Cudi's Hollywood Hills home. After spending the night with Cassie at a hotel, Kid Cudi got a scary phone call. One of Diddy's assistants called to say Diddy was inside his house. The assistant sounded scared and said Diddy had forced her to drive him there. Kid Cudi called Diddy right away. "You in my house?" he asked angrily. Diddy calmly said he just wanted to talk and was waiting for him to come home. When Kid Cudi got to his house, Diddy was gone, but he left behind a mess. Christmas gifts that Kid Cudi had bought for his family from the expensive store Chanel were unwrapped and scattered around. Even worse, his dog had been locked in the bathroom and was acting very nervous and scared. But the harassment didn't stop there. According to court testimony, a few weeks later, Kid Cudi's expensive blue Porsche was destroyed by a firebomb while parked in his driveway. Someone had cut a hole in the car's roof and thrown in a Molotov cocktail, a type of homemade bomb. The two rappers eventually met to try to work things out. They met at the fancy Soho house in West Hollywood. Kid Cudi described the meeting like a scene from a movie, saying Diddy was standing there, staring out the window with his hands behind his back like a Marvel supervillain. This comment made people in the courtroom laugh. During their meeting, Kid Cudi asked Diddy about his destroyed car. He made sure to ask while they were shaking hands so Diddy couldn't run away. Diddy looked him in the eye with what Kid Cudi called a very cold stare and said he didn't know what Kid Cudi was talking about. Kid Cudi said he knew Diddy was lying. This testimony supports what Cassie told the jury earlier. Last week, Cassie spent more than 20 hours on the witness stand describing years of alleged abuse by Diddy. She said her brief romance with Kid Cudi made Diddy irate and that he wanted to blow up Kid Cudi's car. Kid Cudi eventually ended his relationship with Cassie because he was scared. He told the jury that the drama was just getting out of hand and he feared for both their safety. He said, "I knew Sean Combs was violent." This trial is about much more than just Kid Cudi's story. Prosecutors say Diddy ran a criminal organization for years that used violence, drugs, and threats to control people. They claim he forced women to participate in what he called freak-offs, disturbing sexual performances that could last for days. The government says they found over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant when they searched Diddy's homes, which they claim were used during these events. Diddy has denied all the charges against him. His lawyers say the relationships were consensual and that this was just his private life. But prosecutors are trying to show a pattern of violence and control that went on for decades. The trial is expected to last about 8 weeks. If convicted on all charges, the 55-year-old music mogul could face life in prison. He's been held in jail since his arrest in September 2024. Kid Cudi's testimony shows how Diddy allegedly used fear and violence to control people around him. The rapper said that years later, Diddy actually apologized to him at the same Soho house, saying he wanted to make peace, but by then the damage was done. This trial continues to reveal disturbing details about one of hip-hop's most powerful figures. More witnesses are expected to testify in the coming weeks as prosecutors try to prove their case against the man who helped shape modern music, but now faces spending the rest of his life behind bars.